Morning guys, coming at you with a little geometry. As you can see, it's all angles all the time today. So first angle that you get, we got to get some points on there. Anybody remember exactly the term for the point right here? Vertex of the angle. So a little bit of definition right for you off the bat. Vertex of the angle. We also have to be able to label your angles, proper notation. Let's put some letters on this one. So we got A, we got B, we got C. When it's an angle just sitting right there, you can normally label this proper notation three ways. So your vertex point always in the middle. So we can call this A, B, C, but that vertex point always has to be in the middle. So you can call this angle ABC, or you could go the other way. You could go CBA. And then sometimes, if there's no other angles with this or connected to it, you can get away with just by the vertex point. So you can actually call this just angle B. So proper notation, you got your angle symbol, and then very important, the vertex point always in the middle. All right, let's see here. Third. You'll get this where you've got more than one angle from a vertex. So we have this one vertex point, but now there's different angles involved there. Let's put some letters on here. How about J, M, L, and K? And so you'll get questions out of your book that say, hey, name this angle, name that angle. Actually, you can name three different angles on this. We've got your first angle right here, which would be J, MK. M's your vertex point, always in the middle. Or you could be looking at this angle, this smaller one right here, and that would be angle LMK. Or you could get the whole thing. You could start here, up to M, over to L. The whole thing's covered, and that would be angle JML. So all these angles, all labeled by proper notation, vertex point always in the middle. Okay, let's do stuff that I'm hoping you guys are familiar with. This book likes the four types of angles. So we're going to call this one acute. So we know the rule for acute angles. All acute angles less than 90 degrees. So if an angle's less than 90, qualifies to be acute angle. Most of the time when you just draw an angle, it just looks that way. Like say this is 50 degrees, less than 90, it's acute. And then our very favorite, the right angle. What do we know about a right angle? Exactly 90 degrees. So a quick hitter definition for right angle would be exactly 90. Here's you a drawing of this. Oh, and by notation, you can signify this as a right angle by adding a little something to your drawing. You just put in this little right angle box square right there, locks it up as 90 degrees. Two-part definition coming for you on an obtuse angle. So obtuse has got two parts. It gets bigger than a right angle, bigger than 90. So math way to say that, it is greater than 90. And as it expands out, it stops short of 180. So the other end of that is less than 180. So an obtuse angle's got two parts, greater than 90, less than 180. Maybe look something like this. So it falls in that category. Now some geometry books like the straight angle, some geometry books don't like the straight angle. This book uses it. Straight angle. A straight angle is pretty easy to remember because it's exactly 180. So you're writing this down, you're thinking exactly 180, what does that even look like? Well, in your mind, you're probably just picturing a straight line. That's correct. So a straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. It's just a line with an angle that opens all the way to 180. So those are the four types of angles you work with today. Acute, right, obtuse, straight. let's do one easy one and then we'll throw some algebra at you. So here's an angle set up. We've got some different openings here. Let's get some points on this. So Q, R, T, and S. Okay, Q, R, S, T. Let's make this, say this one's 51, this is say 22. So you get questions where it's not bad. This is kind of the setup for the algebra problem. They'll say, hey, all right, we give you these numbers. Can you find angle, angle Q, R, S? So you have to see which one Q, R, S is. Starts at Q, goes to R, goes to S. Q, R, S is the whole thing. It starts here, all the way to S. So this is going to be 51 plus 22. So we just add up the 51 and the 22. What do we got there? 73 degrees. So this is kind of the setup for the algebra ones that are coming right now. Let's do an algebra one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, number 6. Let's draw this one up. So A, B, C, D. So how that works is they're going to give you angle here, angle there, whole thing. Put in some algebra parts to this. 10x minus 5, 7x plus 1. And we got some algebra involved right there. The other thing they'll tell you is they'll give you a total. So they'll say like angle A, what's the whole thing? ADC. So the whole thing from ADC, the whole thing, both angles together, total on this one is 98. So algebra problem. You've got to figure out how am I going to set up this algebra equation? How do I set it up? I know this angle and I know that angle that if I add them together equals a total of 98. So for me to write this, I've got to write this expression plus that expression that's equal to 98. So maybe 10x minus 5 plus 7x plus 1 equals 98. So I have one angle plus the other angle equal to 98. Algebra time. Looks like my x's are good where they are. Let's leave them. But the numbers have got to move. So the 5, you got a negative becomes positive. 1, positive becomes negative. So it becomes plus 5 minus 1. So again, you get your letters together, numbers together, like terms together. What do we got here? 10x plus 7x, 17x, 102. Oh, right now you're thinking, I need me a calculator because I'm really not sure what 102 divided by 17 is. Not many things divide by 17. All right, I think it goes in there 6 times. So you've done awesome. You've got the algebra set up, you've worked your magic, you've got an answer for x. You're close. What else do you got to do once you find out your answer for x? Plug it back in. So let's run back here, do a couple quick plug-ins. 10 times 6 minus 5, 7 times 6 plus 1. All right, here we go. 60 minus 5. This angle's 55. 42 plus 1, that angle's 43. So what that looks like on your picture, this angle, 55 degrees. That angle, 43 degrees. We could even do a little answer box. So we can go angle ADB, and then angle CDB. So the first one was 55, the second one was 43. All right, algebra problem. They never go away. Okay, not bad, not too bad. Solve for it, plug it back in. I'm thinking we do one more of these and you'll have it. So let's just do one more example. Give you one more look at this. Let's go. All right, last one. number 7. Let's do a straight angle. So straight angle, let's get the vertex on there. And let's shoot something out of here. Boom, boom. Okay, G, H, J, K. So G, H, J, K. So we had a straight angle, then we split it in two, so now we've got 2 angles also. Let's put some algebra in there. 12x plus 28. And 9x plus 5. All right, guys. No total on this one, but they do give you a clue that it's a straight angle. So when we see straight angle, we know there's going to be a 180 involved with that somewhere. So I have this angle and I have that angle that make up the 2 parts of this straight angle. So we can do it this way. We can say this one plus that one has the total of 180. So we've got our 12x plus 28 plus 9x plus 5 equals 180. So one angle plus the other angle, total of 180. The x's are good. Like, we don't have to move them. They're good to go. But the 28, you want to get him over here, the 5, get that over there. They are added on the left side, which means you subtract them on the right side. So here we have 12x plus 9x is equal to 180 minus 28 minus 5. So again, like terms together, here's your x's. Like terms together, there's your numbers. Let's see what we got here. Oop, can't quite see my 5 on that. Sorry about that. Let me move this over. So 180 minus 28 minus 5. So I wrote the same thing, that way you can see it better. Sorry for chopping that off. Okay, let's do a little math here. Let's add them up. All right, what do we got here? 12 plus 9, here's 21x, 47. Uh-oh. And again, you're reaching for the calculator. What is 147? That's a little crazy. So, will 147, will it divide by 21? Like, 7 times. So, x equals 7, which is a great answer, but you're not quite done yet. You've got to take your x equals 7 and you plug it back in. In case you got chopped on there, x equals 7. All right, let's plug it back in. So we've got 2 plug-ins. You've got 12x plus 28. You've got 9x plus 5. And we got an answer of x equals 7 that we can plug back into our problem. So 12 times 7 plus 28, 9 times 7 plus 5. All right, let's see what happens. What is this? This is like 84 plus 28. 112. So you get one of your angles is 112. That's the obtuse one. And this will be 63 plus 5, which is 68. And that's the smaller one, the acute angle. We can even make a little answer box. I think it was GHK and JHK. I erased my picture, but you guys hopefully haven't erased yours. And these are our 2 angles. The larger one, the obtuse, 112, smaller one, 68. And for this homework, it's all angles, all the time.